He says that if you've had 5 flu shots in a row, your risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's go up tenfold. Oh my gosh, why? Because they're neurotoxin. They affect the brain, they affect the central nervous system. And this is why too, because they've got these. And when you're looking at the contents of a typical vaccine, you know that there's neurotoxins in there. And MSG, we talked last week about how dangerous the neurotoxins inside of monosodium glutamate are, okay, and aspartame. And this is found in virtually every canned soup, crackers, meats, and this is at the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. They say that it's linked to neurologic diseases such as Alzheimer's, Huntington's, chorea, and it's caused damage to nerve cells and brains in lab animals. And this is allowed on the shelves. So we have to really have a healthy nervous system. The number one thing is don't poison yourself. Does that make sense? Because what does the nervous system do? It controls what part of the body? Every part. Okay, good. Yeah. Now this, cholesterol-lowering drugs suppress the immune system. Okay, so does this mean every medication slows or stops the metabolic process?
Yes.
Yeah, but isn't cholesterol good or bad? I don't know, I forget. Oh, there it is again. I don't know why I get so scared by being chased by a tiger, but wait a second. Okay, so now here's a drug that's designed to lower cholesterol, and now we look over here and we think, hey, wait a second. LDL cholesterol, that's what ignorant doctors call bad. It's actually the precursor to the stress hormone, keeps me alive, and initiates my stress response. So LDL cholesterol is fantastic for handling stress. Oh, can you see? Doesn't that make sense? It does to me too. Now here, this is the list we passed out last week, and these are all the potentially dangerous medications for anyone over 50, seniors. Now, if you look on here, are there nerve toxins? Yeah, everything on there is. Muscle relaxants don't work on the muscles. They're actually a central nervous system toxin that attacks the base of the brain. Antidepressants, nobody knows how those work, but we know that they affect the nervous system negatively. Blood pressure medications, same thing. We know that they're toxic to the nervous system. So, healthy nervous system, you want to avoid this, and you want to embrace the balance that the nervous system has. Does that make sense? Because the nervous system does keep you alive. And this is what your system actually requires. You need food that's grown. You need healthy, plant-based food. No commercially produced meats, because everything in commercially produced meats is going to have toxins in it. Stress reduction, exercise, movement is vital. Incorrect movement alters function. When you alter function, you increase your risk of disease. This right here, hydration, you need at least 50% of your body weight in ounces in water. The brain is 90% water. If you look at this, the brain, it only weighs about 2.5 to 3 pounds. It burns 25% of your total oxygen. So is exercise and movement vital to that, vital to brain function? It is, and in fact, let me show you a patient here who doesn't have it. Motion's vital. Now, this is what a normal side view of the neck looks like. Now, I just took 2 patients at random, both with Parkinson's. Do you see any similarities with the Parkinson's patients?
Yeah.
Now, 9 out of 10 of Parkinson's patient had an incident of trauma before the onset of it. Now, do me a favor, because you can see this is normal, these 2 are abnormal. I want you to do where you're sitting there, put your head forward. Take a deep breath. Yeah, you don't want to leave it there, do you? Okay, now reposition the head and take a deep breath. So your brain burns 25% of the total oxygen in your system, and it only weighs about 3 pounds. Now, if you decrease the oxygen in that, is that going to decrease the health of the brain? This isn't rocket science. It just, oh my gosh, that makes sense. So can you understand that when we see, as a chiropractor, pressure on that central nervous system, I go, oh my gosh, you're going to develop this and this and this and this. We need to get it corrected. This patient, 76 years old. She's been diagnosed with Parkinson's for 12 years. 12 years. She came in here with a walker. She couldn't walk, couldn't balance, and after 12 years of toxins, do you think she was happy with her care? No, and you could tell that there wasn't any correction there. Now, 90 days later, this was her. Do you think we changed the oxygen supply? Yeah, she's no longer using a walker. She walks with a cane occasionally. She has good days and bad days, but the good days luckily are more than the bad days. Okay, and she's actually recovering. That makes sense. By changing that nervous system, your body's position in space, we're changing her physiology. Does that make sense? Good, I think so too. This is what your body actually requires for a healthy nervous system. Because the nervous system controls what part of the body? Everything. This is why it blows me away. When you see a TV commercial for a headache, take whatever. Oh my gosh, the brain, it's throbbing in pain. And you're supposed to take a chemical to cover it up? That's foolish, unscientific, it's barbaric. It's absolutely idiotic. Anybody that suggests that should have their license pulled. Am I being too harsh?
No.
No, these are healthcare professionals. We want you to be able to go to somebody who's a healthcare professional and have them get good advice, not bad student stuff. We need proper nerve supply. Improper nerve supply, proper nerve supply. Okay, proper nerve supply. Regular exercise that detox. Proper nutrition. This means that man makes it, don't eat it. No MSG, sufficient rest, prayer, and meditation. Why prayer and meditation? Because this is how we have the relationship with the person that created us. Make sense? Good. Next week, it's muscles and bones. And you're going to find out what a muscle pain is or what a nerve pain is, the difference between the two, and how to restore and rebuild muscles quickly. And you're also going to know how to fix golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, golfer's knee, you know, every kind of ridiculous thing that they've come up with. And we have till the end of the month our $10 special. So, because we're in Southern California, there's a lot of people visiting us. If they're coming from any other state, country, or whatever, we'll hook them up with a set of x-rays so that we can find any problem. If you do, you literally can save a life and turn someone's life around. Makes sense, because who in this room would save a life if it didn't really cost you your own? Yeah, I know, we're all part of the same team. That's cool. Okay,